Wolf boy, appreciate you. I see you, Harry. What's up, everybody? Where everybody watching from? Hey, this is gonna be a dope video tonight. Make sure y'all smash that like button.
See love like a pistol. If you ain't my mission, put your bed in my kitchen. Yeah, next need tissue. Yeah, I don't let you down. Little baby, I don't knock you down. Let a proper nigga knock you down. One knee tryna lock you down. Where I'm from, I'm a legend. Where I'm from, I get hectic. Where I'm from, they get a step. It's a lot of niggas rapping. Yeah, we need love too. Real niggas, yeah, we love too. Don't get it twisted, we got twos. Beat the case like we got juice.
Where everybody watching from? Where everybody watching from? Look, I see the new members in the chat, man. Hey, Denise, I see you. Brooks, hey, y'all stand out. You know what I'm saying? Dallas in the house. We got Jersey in the house. We got Detroit, Tampa, Cincinnati. We got Flint. Hey, man, how y'all water out there, man? UK in the house. We got Macy. I don't know why I said that's a person name, but hey, you there. We stand with you, Dre, in Chicago. I appreciate y'all out there. NC in the house, always. You know what I'm saying? Austin, Texas, Australia. Cali, nigga. Don't have me messing it up. Amber, I appreciate you. Appreciate you for becoming a member. Brooke. Liberty, North Carolina. Of course, my people. You know what I'm saying? We flowing in this room. Hey, I got a dope video for y'all here tonight. Look, man. A lot of people, y'all been telling me y'all haven't been getting y'all notifications, man. It happens every so often. It is irritating for me, but you know, and I know it's irritating for y'all, so y'all gotta, you know, put the notification on and then put it off again, and then it'll reset it, man. I talked to the YouTube, see if they can help me, and they told me to tell y'all to do that, man. They said it happens, and I mean, it's just a thing. If you can see on my channel, it's like it. Ain't nobody getting notifications, just put it like that. But we're going to still rock out, though. Simple. You know what I'm saying? We still going to rock out. But look, y'all. Let me see them flame emojis in the chat. Let me see them flame emojis in the chat, and we can get this thing started. I had some technical difficulties, man. Like I said, YouTube been tripping. But I've been trying to get this thing done, y'all, for us. Harry. Said, what's up, mods? Yeah, the chat is a little bit frozen for me right now. I don't know. Like I said, I've been having technical difficulties, but we're going to still rock, though. We're still going to rock out. Dang, my joint frozen. Y'all ready? Okay. I see the flame emoji. We got Seattle in the house. We got Levine, Arizona in the house. Hey, it's been cool out here lately. All these members. Look, first day, all these damn members. Look, I appreciate y'all. Look, y'all trying to get that draw for the end of the month. Look, I'm going to tell y'all, look, y'all already know me. We're going to get on here. We're going to do it live. We're going to do it fair. Everybody's in certain tiers. You're going to get a certain amount of money every month. And if the channel is doing very, very well, I will give more money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the incentive of my membership. I'm not just doing a membership so y'all can support the channel or whatever. Like we're gonna keep things flowing to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance with this. Like I'm the type of person I don't need to feed you things and sell you every little thing, you know. Like it's always a balance, you know what I'm saying? Like we family here. I don't want to take advantage of y'all. So I have to give y'all something in return because me internally I don't feel well with just, oh, you sign up and then I just make videos for you and I benefit from it. Nah, it's an exchange of energy and that's what we do here. But look, let's hop into this video though. My chat is a little bit frozen. It's crazy. I'm gonna rock out though. I can't see the chat that good, y'all. So just bear with me, man. Bear with me. All right. Y'all ready? Let me turn the light down a little bit low for me. Let me adjust my light just a little bit. Thing be bright, be killing my eyeballs sometimes. All right, y'all, let's get it, man. We're gonna rock out.
Girl? The fuck?
Amber, appreciate you.
Michael Brownlee, a former reporter for the LA branch, has a history of potentially transforming, a point that seemingly rejects the theory it's due to compression issues. However, the most infamous transformation came when the cameraman, apparently aware of Brownlee's emerging real form, turned the camera away for no reason.
Now, we talk about the mother's arrest, but the mother says that her 16-year-old daughter, the victim in this case, was also arrested here back on September 18th. Now, keep in mind, this is the family story, their account of what they see happened here on campus earlier this month. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reach the school district for comment, but keep in mind, a mother and daughter baffled over how a celebration with cake...
Randy, appreciate you.
And we're trying to find out why the police aren't getting the support of the city leaders. Very quickly, your response.
Well, the officer that just talked to Andrew Schroeder was just named Minneapolis Police Officer of the Year for this past year for all the great work that he has done.
Is his face paralyzed, or that got to be a damn mask, y'all?
Again, I think unless you can hear directly from the officers themselves,
Dude, his pupils.
you're going to start to see
Reptilian.
some filters, and you're
What?
Yeah, that shit is a little creepy though. Hey, y'all think they got the Gucci Man suit in there? Or the Kodak suit in that motherfucker?
Oh my days. They ain't even hiding anymore. They are blatantly showing you what's going on behind closed doors. In fact, it's not even behind closed doors. This is some frontline action. I'm sorry, but all of those celebrities have either sold their soul, clones, reptilians, giant worm people in bodysuits, some source of alien. I know you might look up to these celebrities, but if you really knew who they was, oh my did.
I don't know about that one though. Hold up. I don't know about that one though. Like, look, that's the shit that's gonna set us back right here. Even if the men on this planet knew that she was the bald head thing with the little things coming out of her head on the side right there, even if they did, let me know in the comments how many of y'all still gonna knock her back loose. You gonna knock them worms out her goddamn head. You not gonna care if she can cloak and look like that. You not gonna care. These dudes, hey, dudes on this planet don't give a damn. You see some of the people that get pregnant that let me stop. I'm gonna be good tonight, y'all. I promise. Let's get through this. I'm sorry. Not
Leon, I know you might look up to these celebrities, but if you really knew who they was, oh my did.
Condition. You have.
I mean, you gotta look though. I messed that up though. You gotta look though. The aliens is thick as
they ain't
hell.
even hiding anymore. They are blatantly showing you what's going on behind closed doors. In fact, it's not even behind closed doors. This is some frontline action. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, y'all smashing. Y'all definitely smashing.
all of those celebrities have either sold their soul, clones, reptilians, giant worm people in bodysuits, some source of alien. I know you might look up to these celebrities, but if you really knew who they was, oh my did.
He capping too.
If I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole
Trent,
world
appreciate
in
you.
darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me,
Appreciate you,
Our
Sergio.
Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions, just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted.
Appreciate you, Giga Brad.
Until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure.
Stay on top, appreciate you.
In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
Free Hershey bar or a free?
Hey, check this out though. Check this out though. I offer y'all. I want y'all to do. We're gonna do an exercise real quick. I want to see where y'all cognitive dissonance is at. Is that how we say it? I try to sound intelligent and shit tonight. Hey, cognitive. Fuck it. You know, if I offer you chocolate or a brick of silver, which one y'all taking? Which one y'all taking? Let me know in the comments.
Bar of silver. Which one would you like? You want the Hershey? Go ahead. It's yours. You don't want it. Which one would you like? Just take one, please. Whatever you want.
Okay, I'll take this one.
You take the Hershey bar?
Yeah.
Chocolate. Oh, you'd rather have the chocolate. Okay, well, take it. It's free. Whichever one you want. Yeah.
Shakita, appreciate you.
I'd rather have a Hershey bar. You'd rather have the Hershey bar? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
I thought this was like a thing.
Yeah, well, it is a thing, but you'll figure it out someday. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Oh, okay. Free Hershey bar or free silver bar?
Hershey's.
Oh, okay, well, that's yours then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You as well.
Where you find these people?
Take one of these, please.
Oh, no, thank you.
Just take whichever one you want.
I don't
They've done a number on us.
You don't know what this is?
No, a brick of hell.
It's a brick of silver.
Oh, well, I'm okay.
You just take one of them, whichever one you want.
I don't want either.
It's a chocolate appreciation day.
Okay.
You want the chocolate bar?
Sure.
What are you gonna do with them? What are you gonna do with this heavy bar of silver? It's just too burdensome to carry, I guess, right?
That and like
use it as a doorstop.
A doorstop?
Yeah.
I guess. Or a paperweight?
Yeah, something like that.
You got too many doorstops laying around. Which one would you like?
I would take the chocolate bars.
Well, you go ahead. It's yours.
Okay.
No, just one. Just one.
Oh.
Just one.
Oops.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Pawn shop.
Oh, it's pawn shop, yeah.
If I were to offer you one of these for free, which one would you take?
That looks like a chunk of gold, so I'd have to take that, but it's probably just nothing metal. I can see it's no good, dude, so I take the Hershey's.
Well, you want the Hershey bar?
I'll take the Hershey bar, then.
Well, it's yours. Thank you. Take it. Whew. That's a close one.
Why? What's up, dude?
Well, it's a 100-ounce bar of silver.
Cut it out.
Yeah, so.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding me, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah, too bad.
That's losing, dude. That's not right. You get to keep the chocolate
You
bar?
get to keep the chocolate bar.
Oh, man,
Okay.
I'm such a fool.
Chris, appreciate you.
That's okay.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
Is it really?
It is.
Oh, my.
Thanks, man.
That like, come on. Are as a collective, we in this shit together, man. And matter of fact, it don't care what color you are. None of that shit, y'all. Like we already, you know how we rock on this channel. Are we that stupid as a collective, bro? Where we just obviously we are. We just keep letting them do whatever they want to do to us. Look at these damn bananas. Let's get
Our mother was showing me that she opened a banana that she thinks that these are not real bananas. We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break. And when it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight and doughy. I've never ever seen a banana like that. I don't know if it's just our banana or if it's this brand.
Pause.
From Costco. But at the end of the day, it looks very, very fake and Play-Doh-y. Does anyone else know what happened?
Just made meat.
They trying to play with our top.
Meat from your number 2. Japanese scientists have developed a method to create edible steaks from human feces. Unbelievable? Well, it's happening. Mitsuyuki Aikida, a researcher at the Okayama laboratory, collaborated with Tokyo Sewage to address sewage mud excess. They discovered the content in the mud contains high protein due to bacteria. So, the team isolated and combined these proteins with a reaction enhancer. Result? Synthetic steak. The meat comprises of 63% protein, 25% carbs, 3% lipids, and 9% minerals. And it's visually enhanced with food coloring for a red hue and improved flavor using soy protein. Just
Oh, we building tonight, y'all. Just keep paying attention.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh, you gotta be fucking lying. Gotcha, bitch.
Nobody. Trust. No.
Great, appreciate you.
And, you know what I mean? Straight up. My closest friends did me
Hey, yeah. Hey, don't start that. Y'all said y'all was going, you know, I'm going to be vegan and shit. All right, they got something for your vegan ass. You going to eat some shit burgers. Simple. They got something for you. I'm going to be a breatharian.
Bro, really about to get.
I mean, you can't ignore this shit, though. I ain't saying that he alive or nothing, but
Tupac was played by these two different actors, seen in these photos with different noses. I'm not out to hurt anyone's feelings.
you gotta think these are in the same time frame.
Boy, ain't no fucking way. Cause you ain't even you, you just gilly repeat it up. Cause you ain't even you just gilly repeat it up, speed it up.
Everything about these characters is the same. The only difference is the era. You know, these characters get recycled so much. All of those old celebrities from the 1900s have young characters today that are pushing out agendas. Right here, they look exactly alike.
No, like, I see, all right, so this is part of the reason why I don't believe the Faison, especially the Faison shit. All right, because think about this, though. Y'all know we don't just believe everything. We got to talk about this because You got to think, though. If you want to keep reincarnating, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but based on careers, nigga, I'm not coming back to be Big Worm, and that's only the only thing that y'all know me for. And doing interviews on Vlad and shit like that. I'm not coming back for that career over and over. I don't believe that, y'all. I don't believe it. Let me see the fire emojis if y'all agree. If you don't agree, put the water emoji.
Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum.
What I say, big worm, big perm, whatever.
If you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much when you see black eyes like Blueface and like that, he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else. Okay? And so the eyes come out and they call them panda eyes. And they do this so you see people with these cigars, and they're all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big thing between their legs that they're sticking in, and it's one big society.
Have you ever heard of?
All right, look, man, like that's another one right there we got to talk about before we build on this next subject. Hey, all right, so check this out though. So you telling me, bro, that I know a whole bunch of gay people. You can see them on the internet. You can see them everywhere. I got gay friends. Look, check this out. I ain't never seen them with a black eye. I don't know if they doing. I don't get into all that asking questions about people's personal life, but I'm pretty sure with the amount of gay people in the world, shout out to y'all, do y'all thing. Whoop whoop whoop. I don't see y'all with the panda eyes. So it's only somebody specializing in making your eyes do that. Like I'm pretty sure the rest of the. Come on, man. It'd be so many people with black eyes out here. That's all I got to say, y'all. It'd be so many people out here with black eyes. I don't buy that one, but we're gonna build though. I'm gonna show y'all once again for the people that never seen it. We're gonna build on something, and I'm gonna show y'all a different angle on what can possibly be happening with their eyeballs and stuff. Maybe they took one. Maybe they took a peen to the eyeball or something. But that's who walking around here slugging like that. That's crazy. Pause. That's just crazy, bro. This is crazy to think about. That's why I don't believe that.
The Black Eye Club ritual within the elite? Well, as I usually do on my channel, let's expose the truth. Most conspiracy theorists believe that this is an initiation into the elite through assault by punching the individual in the eye. But stick around till the end because I'm going to tell you exactly how much more sinister it actually is.
He punched him in the eye with what? Go ahead and say it.
And I know this for a fact because I was offered it earlier this year. Long story short, I designed a product that was inspired based off biblical scripture. And for the safety of my patent, I decided to use just a normal Google image. This is not my actual product. This is just for aesthetics. However, I finally found a team of investors who were willing to invest, but under very strange circumstances. I developed a revolutionary natural shower head that has its own natural filtration system that I named Higraya. Long story short, I turned down a $5 million deal from these investors. Simply put, the lead investor was a perv and basically said that in order for this deal to go through, I also had to drink what is called the golden juice, which I'm not going to go into detail here on TikTok. But the other portion of the deal was I was not allowed to promote what this filtration system was doing to the water. But since I didn't sign the contract, I'm going to speak freely about exactly what this does. Basically, wood is already nature's water filter, and then it has an added filter in with it using natural minerals to filter out parasites and bacteria. It essentially allows nature to do its job with city water that is basically recycled water that's being redistributed back to you. And needless to say, city water has a horrible filtration system. But the minerals that I've implemented into this filter design is specifically towards a very specific type of parasite, which is known as the head-dotted worm. This parasite literally lives inside of the water, and then it can also get into pets as well as into humans. And the word head-dotted comes from the Greek word hedati. And the inspiration came from this Bible verse right here, which is Matthew chapter 3, verse 11. This is where John is yelling at the Pharisees and then also makes the reference to the axe that lies next to the root of the trees, which is what gave me the inspiration for trees being a natural water filter.
But verse 11 takes a wild turn when you look at it in the Greek, where it's more properly translated as I indeed you baptize with hidati or water, essentially accusing the Pharisees of baptizing people in parasitic water. And this is what the parasite actually looks like. This grotesque parasite literally lives inside your water and can easily find its way into your body. Now this is the part that they don't want you to know about. They are not being punched in the eye, they are literally injecting this into their eye willingly, as the parasite literally thrives inside of fecal matter as well as the opposite, which would be the golden shower. They inject this parasite into their eye and then it forms around the eye and then goes all the way back to the brainstem and essentially takes control of the host. And this is not a new practice, this is an occult practice that goes back to even the elites within biblical times. And it stems from Job chapter 4, where God is basically warning about this worm. Where starting in verse 20, the womb shall forget him, the worm shall feed sweetly on him, he shall be no more remembered, and wickedness shall be broken as a tree. Hence the tree filtration system. He evil entreateth the barren that beareth not, and doeth not good to the widow. Esoterically speaking, in reference of coming out of the fecal matter and into the brain. He draweth also the mighty with his power, he riseth up, and no man is sure of life, because it's literally a parasite that is slowly unaliving you. So it be given him to be in safety. They make you think that being baptized or showering in city water is safe, whereon he resteth, yet his eyes are upon their ways, as they insert this evil parasite through the eye. I wasn't willing to sell out for this nonsense. But I do, however, have pre-orders available, and these are handcrafted, so I'm going to need people to be patient with me in making these. All you have to do is go to my page, click here, and then you're going to click the very top link, which will bring you here for the pre-order. And needless to say, I am looking for a new team of investors who believe in this product as much as I do. It also has good intentions and willing to get this out to the people who need it most. But for now, I'm willing to take this on solely by myself and make every single product by hand. Because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have had this idea or revelation in the first place. So what would you rather prefer? Nature's shower designed by God, or the golden shower that's designed by the elites? So mote it be.
Hey, we building. Some of y'all saying it in the comments though. Some of y'all on point. Y'all know where we going, but it's gonna get wild. People, they've been talking about this. It's been in our face for a while. Hold on, pause. It ain't been in our face like that, but it's been out there. We know about parasites and everything, but it's certain type of parasites that they don't talk about. Just like it's certain type of diseases that we can't talk about too because it's patented. And if I was to speak about them and say that we can do something to them, we had something for it, then they'll come for you. Simple. Gotta speak in code. You gotta protect yourself. Shit ain't sweet. Yeah, stupid.
Watch Lady Gaga during this interview. The talk show host says, "Oh, good Lord," and then look what she does.
When I was making love to my old boyfriend, I used to think about women sometimes.
Oh, good Lord. I'm sure he was delighted. How weird is that? She deflects the word with one eye and has a weird look on her face. Maybe she is deflecting the word Lord because she has a song named Judas and the lyrics are literally about how she's in love with Judas. And if you're not familiar with Judas, he's the one in the Bible who betrayed Jesus. There's also a video of her at a concert where someone repeatedly intentionally throws up on her, but I'm not going to show you that. You can just look it up on your own time.
Like one time I did a magazine cover and the lady had me hold something over my eye. And I go, why would I want to do that? And she goes, just everybody does it. And I go, okay. So I held a button over my eye, and now it shows all these people doing that, and they say they're in the Satan Club. Well, I just did it because the photographer told me to.
Yeah.
And they probably did too.
Yeah.
Well, of course, now looking back, they probably are in the Satan Club, but I didn't know no better. I thought, well, if everybody's doing it, I'll do it.
Bud Light's ad campaign with trans-influencer Dylan McDermott.
Mulvaney.
Mulvaney, sorry.
And you're breaking
Ignited.
We
breaking news.
That's right. Ignited an angry conservative backlash and a boycott.
Why would she do that? You know what I'm saying? We building it though. That's crazy.
You know how they cover up their one eye?
Oh yeah.
That means two things. That means watch out you don't get the lizard to stick the thing in the eye. And then they go, shh.
Yeah.
Now you know the reason they're doing that. It's like, don't get the thing in your eye, and shh. Don't tell anybody you know about the things that stick the things in your eye, because you might get a thing in your eye.
Man,
or
who's...
killed.
It's alright. It's okay.
What are you doing?
Just going to check his prostate. Actually, the surface texture changed, so I'm going to feel it.
No, you'd love it.
No. Her first. I'm allergic. Yeah, and I'm Portuguese. Who cares?
Yo, is this much fun, man? Sometimes she can be a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know? You both take it.
You can't. No, I can't.
You have to take it.
Showdown.
Oh shit.
Y'all remember that?
Shoot her in the head, Casey.
I don't know what's happening.
Shoot her, Casey. No, don't shoot her, Casey. Shoot her, Casey. She's fucking one of them, man.
There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide. We're everywhere.
I'll fucking shoot her.
New drama alert. So, Parasite the Grey just released today on Netflix. This is based on the manga series Kiseiju, which was published in like 1988 all the way through like 1995, and then in 2014 they made a live adaptation of it. It was 2 parts, first part in 2014, second part 2015, and now we have the Korean version 10 years later, and oh gosh, yeah. So parasites drop from the sky, they take over the human brain and wreak havoc. They off a lot of people, and they are trying to form their own society, I guess. But yeah, this is it. So let me know if you'll be watching. It is now available on Netflix. All episodes are available. It's only 6 episodes, so it's a mini series. So watch it and let me know what you think. And if you watch the Japanese version and are watching this one, I would love to hear any comparisons and whatnot. But Yeah, here it is.
This shit.
These are called the Vril. They come up from underground different spots all over the world. There's a 1 to 1.5 foot tall one. That's the Vril Type 1. The Type 1s are covered in red diamond-shaped scales. Vril Type 1s are real dumb. Little dragons, those are the Vril Type 1. These lizards have a unique biological property of their body. The lizards have what's called a proboscis. It's an ejectable brain and spinal column. The small ones they use to drone people because the proboscis on young lizard type 1s, they're small enough to go into an eye and not ruin the eye. This top cap thing on the top of their head comes out. They can do this once in their life. It pulls their spinal column along with it. The humans would have to be restrained or unconscious. The thing squiggles in through the eye. It does a spiral around the optic nerve all the way to a certain point, and it's driven there by taste. And they said once it gets there, it has the taste of butterscotch. It then starts what they call the spinal cord stuff comes out of the spinal cord, and it's everything that the lizard is. The lizard's whole body is dead, and it can't go back in. It's one way. The juice that's in the spinal cord gets excreted out of the tip of this thing. They're parasitic cells. The parasitic cells go into the brain. The old person's consciousness is gone. The body is absolutely, totally dominated, and the lizard is smarter as a human. Over time, it'll develop a rash, it'll lose its hair. And they're actually deficient. They're dumber than the original person. And they mimic human behavior, and it knows that its life is dependent on it mimicking human behavior, so it does really well. Even with other animals, it's smart enough to instinctually mimic the animal's behavior. The drones of 100 years ago erased any existence of these Vril lizards from like Egyptian carvings on walls. They would smash them, or books that had anything in them about them, they would burn them.
Do you know what the number one sign of having parasites is? If you have an autoimmune condition, you have parasites. And if you have parasites, you also have toxicity in your body. See, parasites love toxins. It houses them. And they also thrive in environments that are highly acidic and where the lymphatic system is completely stagnant. And these things are a lot harder to get rid of than you may think. And if you say, well, I couldn't possibly have parasites. Oh, you do. In fact, most of us do. So let's hit some of the signs of parasitic infestations. If you have horrible brain fog and fatigue, anxiety or depression, crazy mood swings or a hormonal imbalance, insomnia or night sweats, changes in bowel movements, constipation and diarrhea, or maybe you have an itchy bum, gas and bloating. Do you crave sweets? Or maybe you just eat and never really feel full. Intolerances to certain foods like dairy, nausea, nutrient deficiencies, anemia, achy muscles and joints, dark circles under your eyes, skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis, allergies, or do you find yourself grinding your teeth at night? See, parasites tend to be most active at night and during a full moon, because every month on a full moon, they migrate to your gut to lay more eggs. That's exciting, huh? So this is the best time to hit them. But also know that when you kill them, they will lay eggs. We just can't win, huh? And a few weeks later, those eggs will hatch. And now you feel even worse than when you started. That's why this is not a one and done type ordeal. You have to be consistent with them if you want to get them all out. So if you want to know how to do a proper parasite cleanse, follow along, because I'm going to be going over the different protocols that you can do.
That's part. Hey, look, real talk. See, a lot of people, you don't understand. Like, I be trying to put y'all on game, like through my travels and stuff, like being in other countries. They talk about this. This is regular to them. They cleanse themselves and do detoxes often. I'm talking about like parasitic cleanses often. Y'all think it's a game, but I mean, that shit's not no game. That's why a lot of people are fucked up. That's why that it makes you crave things. If you have a sugar addiction, you might have parasites. That shit is very common, but over here they don't want to speak to you about that type of stuff because it's the root of a lot of your issues. Behavior issues, hunger issues, eating habits, all that stuff. You know, mental shit going on where, I mean, it is what it is. And somebody said, what, cap on the parasites? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy that you think like that. Do a cleanse. Do a parasitic cleanse. Do a real parasitic cleanse. And you might see some shit come out your ass, literally. Like, but it is what it is. You ain't got to believe me. You ain't got to believe me. It is what it is. It's a real thing. It's definitely a real thing. Parasites are real. And I just want to let you know, you're an idiot. I'm not saying that the Vril is. I haven't seen a Vril ever. But I've heard about the Vril. And there's books about the Vril. And there's movies. So, I mean, look, there you go. I'm not telling you to believe it, but they are real parasites. That's why I gave you the shit at the end. You feel me?
Part of the deal. They won't come up as long as we feed them down there. You understand? It's about human beings selling themselves out. The echelon attitude here, the needs of the few outweigh the needs of humanity. And sorry, that just isn't right. You know, but it's going to have to be humanity.
Worms are parasites.
That's going to rise up and take the stand. You're just going to have to turn off their televisions. They're going to have to get in their car. They're going to have to fire everybody who DC that knows and does nothing. And they're going to have to do something.
For context, this was filmed in the early 90s. Do you agree with what he is saying? Has such a deal taken place and they tells us through movies like The Midnight Meat Train, or are we just overthinking? Have we been sold out? Put your ideas below. TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only.
You know, this apathy's got to end. Otherwise, the way we live is going to end. Period. I mean, that's the bottom line. You know, and I'm not coming from a fear space. I'm really quite angry about the apathy and the fact that, you know, when people give lectures and try to tell this, people want to stand up and fight with them. Look at what's happening around us. The indications are everywhere. The truth is now an obscure thing. You know, the lie is the norm.
Hey, that's why other countries laugh at us, because people just don't know about that. Other countries do cleanses every month, but we don't.
Puffy, why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Carter, appreciate you.
Is
welcome to the homies.
Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D. Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D. Haven.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the phone with him.
How would you like to be my crew? Go away with a tummy ache, into bed you hop and dream away. Lollipop is a sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play. On the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay, lemonade stands everywhere.
For context, this came out in 1934. What exactly was happening here? At first it looks family friendly, but then things seem to take a strange turn. For one instance, she seems to be pulling down her dress a lot. It could be nothing, but if you look into her interviews, things become apparent that there is more than meets the eye. TikTok, this is just for entertainment purposes only.
One guy, when I left Fox, I went to MGM for one picture. Thank goodness, only one. And when I got there with my mother, we were separated. And I went into the office of Arthur Freed, and he was going to talk to me about a movie he wanted to put me in. I'm 12 years old, you know. Instead, he was an exhibitor. I'd never seen anyone naked before, except myself. so I had no clue about what was happening. So it struck me so funny, I laughed at him, and he got infuriated. And he said, out, 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 go. So
Did you tell your mother?
Well, she came out very quietly from Louis B. Mayer's office, and we walked in and...
On your last trip to Poland, what was your favorite thing there?
What did you like in Poland? Really? Okay.
Here we go. There you go.
Can we send them too?
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, can we? You have a seat?
I can go.
Yeah. And then we'll...
I got it. Uh-oh. They're going in the open.
I'm Bill Cosby, and you take care of yourself.
He does this routine, which now seems like it might have been a red flag.
She put some in her drink, man. She see 5 girls standing alone. Boy, if I had a whole jug of Spanish fly, I'd light that corner up over there.
Bill Cosby was still telling Spanish fly jokes more than 20 years later. This is from 1991.
Spanish fly. Spanish fly was the thing that all boys from age 11 on up to death, we will still be searching for Spanish fly. That's right. And what was the old story was, if you took a little drop, it was on the head of a pin.
Why does he know the dosage?
They both know it. You see how they're like buddy with that shit? That's just crazy. Like with the whole Biden situation, y'all letting y'all kids go, bro? Like I ain't letting my kids go with no adult, especially a stranger. That's just not gonna happen. Like that's all for real. Like that's a terrible parent right there. I don't give a damn. That's terrible. But then these motherfuckers know the measurements and everything. Look, we building here. Keep watching. It's crazy.
Oh, the famous
Right in our face though the whole time, but people got excuses for everybody. It's crazy.
Larry King live clip. A lot of you have seen it. But did you know that he was there promoting his book Childhood? And Childhood has an entire chapter about Spanish fly. And Spanish fly is mentioned in the book 15 times.
And you put it in the drink. Coca-Cola. Don't matter. It doesn't make it. And the girl would drink it, and hello, America.
And he's on Larry King Live, talking about the Spanish fly. You just got to put it just a pin, just the head of a pin, and oh boy, God bless America. Whoa.
There was this narrative that had always been there in the undercurrent of his comedy about women.
From almost day one was telling us that he was willing to and didn't think anything was strange about putting things in women's drinks to get them to do what he wanted them to do. So when we fast forward, it's not a huge leap to think that what Cosby was talking about in the 60s, he was doing.
Did you know that singer Billie Eilish exposed one of Hollywood's deep dark secrets during a live Q&A with her fans?
You get hit on by old people. The only people I get hit on are a lot, dude. Everyone's a pedophile. Pedophile. It's really bad. Like, everybody's a pedophile.
Hollywood appears to have a long history of this kind of behavior. Actress Shirley Temple claimed MGM producer exposed himself to her when she was 12 years old. Shirley Temple was a child star who achieved international stardom with the release of Bright Eyes in 1934. What about Hollywood producer Victor Salva, who's a convicted child predator and is still allowed to work within the industry? Salva was convicted in 1988 of the sexual molestation of Nathan Forrest, a 12-year-old actor and star of his film Clown House. Salva even ended up putting a joke about child molestation in his movie Jeepers Creepers 3. How many of you remember 80s actor Corey Feldman saying the biggest problem in Hollywood is pedophilia? Hollywood director and CEO James Gunn had a pedophilia-themed party. and even made posts like this on Twitter. For the record, I'm against ape and baby eating in real life, unless you're really, really, really hungry. I like it when little boys touch me in my silly place. Shh. Yes, this man is a CEO for one of the most powerful studios in Hollywood. And the vice president of Disney was convicted of sexually abusing a 7-year-old girl. Disney music executive was charged with child sexual abuse. What about former child star Bug Hall, who played Alfalfa in Steven Spielberg's Little Rascals?
2 men from that set began sexually abusing me. These predators have some sort of sixth sense for vulnerable kids.
What about writer Stephen King, who wrote the novel that the horror movie It was based on, putting a child orgy into the book that didn't make it into the movies? What about the satanic 90s rock star Marilyn Manson, who said he wanted to come up with a hookup dating app for children?
I was trying to come up with a new gender for kids called Kinder. It's like for sexy kids.
Bring light to the darkness.
This is what they're saying. This is what they came up with. They saying that it's basically like a little room where they create like the art and stuff. But we gonna keep building. It's crazy. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Share these videos with your friends and family. Real talk. Let's get this out of here. It's everywhere. It all leads back to one thing.
My client.
And we look on this channel, we reviewed it where we've seen them say it publicly, like that they use younger cells to help out the older people, to help them stay young, to help them heal, all these different things. Like, that's a big thing. But, you know, another thing is, man, we can't, like, I take this type of stuff right here very, very damn serious. You know, it's not a coincidence. I don't play like that. It's not a joke. When something like that is too close to something like that, you can't say that is an office that y'all produce graphics in, whatever y'all doing in there. That's a cover. I think, me personally, that's a cover up. How y'all feel about that? This is just my thoughts. I think that is clearly just a cover up for something that y'all want to put in our faces, and you feel like, oh, there's nothing you could do about it because it's just a coincidence, you know? Carmen, appreciate you. Welcome to They Cool. But yeah, you cool. But how y'all feel about that? Is it a coincidence? Let me know if it's a coincidence. You know, we family, we can talk. No matter, we don't have to agree. Let me know if it's a coincidence, or I don't play like that when it comes to kids though. When it's something like that, it's not a coincidence to me. I think they clearly lying. These niggas is lying. Okay? We're gonna keep going though. I'm looking at y'all comments though. Smash that like button, share the video. Let's get this thing to 8,000 likes. We got like 8,000 people in here. Appreciate y'all. All the new members and stuff tonight is just crazy, man. It's crazy. I appreciate y'all. We're going to continue to build, though. It's crazy.
One of my patients is a producer in Hollywood.
Kriegte vor 2 Jahren einen Auftrag von Disney.
2 years ago, he received a task from Disney.
Alle alten Disney-Movies zu überarbeiten.
To go over and edit all the old Disney movies.
In den Himmel diese Streifen einzubauen.
To put into the scenes of the sky these stripes.
So, when people see a Disney-Movie
also wenn dann die Leute einen Disney-Film schauen heutzutage.
Und sagen, weil Klinghardt, du sagst Klinghardt, dass diese Streifenbildung erst in den letzten Jahren so schlimm geworden ist.
And then you, for example, people say today, well, Klinghardt, you're talking about these stripes being formed on the sky today, only as of late.
Dann sagen sie, hier ist ein Film von 1954, guck dir den Himmel an.
Then they will say,
der hat die gleichen Streifen drin.
Look at this movie here from 1954. There are the same stripes at the sky.
Die Streifen sind ein natürliches Phänomen.
That then convince people that the stripes are a natural phenomena.
Mein Patient hat dafür $60 million bekommen.
My patient received for this job $60 million.
Zayatsu, appreciate you. Welcome to They Cool. But look, you see how predictive program, they trying to get you used to it. I mean, the technology is there for them to go back and put chemtrails and be like, oh, they always been here. No, they haven't. When I was a child, bro, I didn't see a chemtrail. Now that's all we see. That's all we see. And the sun don't even look the same. The sun used to be like orange, red. I remember, do y'all remember drawing the sun and what color it was? What are they going? Only how the kids nowadays can draw the damn sun accurately is if they on a black ass chalkboard and using a piece of white chalk, because the sun is white. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get you used to being poisoned. Come on, let's keep going.
Mistress that has a love child with Jay-Z, allegedly. I didn't work on that story, but the reporters that did,
we building for sure.
You know, she was paid very well to basically shut up and not say anything bad about them, and not acknowledge that, you know, she had an affair or this is Jay-Z's kid or whatever.
Because it would devalue Beyonce.
Well, that's what, yes, and that's what I'm about to get to, is that back then it's like, he's all these mistresses, but like, why would he murder Kathy? He has a bunch, right? It's like, you can't murder all your mistresses. And like, what would be the incentive? But when I first started just calling her, telling her I wanted to interview her, what I didn't realize at the time is that Beyonce was pregnant. The news had not broken yet.
We can't have a mistress and Beyonce.
So, and I also didn't realize that they were crafting one of the biggest publicity stunts to announce Beyonce's pregnancy on stage at the VMAs. You know, her performance at the very end, she turned, oh look, oh my God, she's a baby bump, she's pregnant. Like, no, I didn't even know. And I was like working in the business, I did not know she was pregnant. That's a big deal for a celebrity because that's gonna get you like great press for the next like 2 years, right? Oh, like, you know, like getting ready for baby, and you know, we did tons
but a
of baby
mistress
covers.
coming out,
so
that's possibly pregnant.
So that's the thing.
Talk about it, Liz.
So that's the thing. But there are reports that she was found after the VMA performance, but I'm pretty sure that I knew she was dead before Beyonce announced that she was pregnant. I know it was 15 years ago. I could have that wrong, but I do remember thinking, why would there be a major motive to murder this mistress? Yes, if she's gonna give me an exclusive on the record, that's a huge problem.
All right, winos, if you enjoy shows like this and would like to see more with me on stage in your city, well, I'm coming. Tickets on sale right now. Link in the description box as well as the bio. Hurry up now while tickets last, okay?
Other rumors are not as easy to laugh off. In October, after an appearance on Australian TV, images of Beyonce bending over to sit in a chair started a frenzy of speculation. Was her
Ain't that look, I'm a realist, man. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a realist. We get on here and we see what's real. We're not going to just goose about bizarre shit that ain't real, right? It's cool to watch sometimes. But this right here, I've seen pregnant women, but I've never seen anybody's stomach fold like a damn chair. Okay? I've never seen anybody's stomach fold like a futon. That's goddamn futon on her damn stomach. You know, we got to keep it real. I mean, look. At the time, I was loving the music of all these celebrities and stuff like that, man, but it's just washed up at this point. And when that starts to fade away, man, Beyonce was my first crush. I got to get that off my chest. My first crush. Like, when I seen Beyonce, man, she was my girlfriend. She ain't even know it. But I got to keep it real, y'all. That shit look mighty weird to me. Is the mathing? That shit crazy as hell. Like, everything is just not a coincidence. And look, I'll be real. Me and Beyonce still kind of go together. Don't tell my girl. But
her pregnancy real?
Some people are actually accusing her of wearing a fake baby bump.
You know, there's certain things that are so far that it doesn't even upset you.
All right,
my mother, she's like, nobody's talking about my grandbaby. My grandbaby's not even here yet. I'm like, calm down, Mom. It's okay. It's really silly. I don't like it. I'm like, calm down. So my mom is really protective, and so is my sister. But I'm cool. It's so ridiculous and over the top.
If you couldn't have your own baby in old Hollywood, a baby broker was a secret, not so legal alternative. Studios often wanted their stars to have babies, but traditional methods weren't available for a variety of reasons. With strict adoption laws and filming schedules that didn't allow for pregnancies, stars like Joan Crawford, Mary Pickford, and June Allison were all told to turn to a woman named Georgia Tann. Georgia Tann started running the Memphis branch of the Tennessee Children's Home Society in 1929, just as adoption was becoming popular. She established herself as the #1 adoption agency in the country, tricking both parents and politicians. Her influence led to advising Eleanor Roosevelt on adoption, and she was invited to the inauguration of Harry Truman. She offered her babies to wealthy families, creating fake backstories and birth certificates and claiming they came from successful parents. Children were sold to new families at a rapid speed, without traditional paperwork or distance limitations. It was later revealed that many of these children came from patients of mental institutions, desperate mothers of the Great Depression, or flat-out kidnapping. Tann created a network of welfare workers, doctors, lawyers, nurses, and sheriffs who would all aid in identifying victims and acquiring babies. The children who ended up in Hollywood were often the lucky ones, with several being sold off to situations that were knowingly abusive. It's estimated that Georgia Tan sold more than 5,000 children over the course of 26 years. No one in her black market ring was ever prosecuted, and Georgia made over $11 million in today's money.
Ain't that wild? Somebody said is Blue Ivy is Solange her mom? Nah, man. The allegations is that it's the mistress that Beyonce said that she beat up in the song. Appreciate you, Ben Hall. Do y'all agree with that in the comments? That's what y'all been seeing. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm just watching this video, in minding my business. If y'all understand what I'm talking about, you feel me? Like, I'm not trying to get beat up in the elevator and shit,
Let's see it, Kim.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of crazy? See, you really want me to try to do that?
You gotta do it for real.
This is like a Okay, yeah.
I wish I had on some booty shorts. I would have twerked for real.
Why did you bring it?
Yeah.
You heard what he said?
You gotta do it for real.
This is like a Okay, yeah.
I wish I had on some booty shorts. I would have twerked for real.
Why did you bring it? It's okay.
You just gotta go with your mood. Hey, like whatever you feeling with the music, just do it. And we got.
All right, what's on?
I think that's a humiliation ritual right here. Look at this nigga. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him on the steps. Meek, appreciate you. Welcome. But look at this nigga on the steps. I just don't know.
So you mean to tell me they had my boy John Cena at the Oscars doing a tier 3 humiliation ritual? Mister, your time.
You say he fired? Yeah. What all that red on too? He definitely fired.
Time is up. My time is
look like a black ass Cheeto up there. That's crazy. Like, I don't know, man.
Now, I am very, very sad to announce that Mr. Never Give Up gave it up. So during the Oscars, my boy Jimmy Epstein Kimmel was basically introducing John Cena to the stage to see everybody in the crowd. John Cena walked on stage with absolutely nothing on, gang. Who is this nigga? This ain't the John Cena that I know, gang. This nigga John Cena waddled on stage like a newborn penguin on Happy Feet. You would think a grown-ass man that says hustle and loyalty and respect is his motto. If he walks on the stage naked, everybody on that stage booming. Everybody in the crowd started cheering for this nigga. This was the first time in 15 years that I seen John Cena, my nigga. Somebody gotta check up on this nigga Ryan Garcia, cause this nigga might not be lying. The shit that they got these niggas doing is crazy. John Cena, your humiliation ritual badge is officially on gold. But now you have limitless range on Hall of Fame because I don't know what you're capable of, gang. If this nigga agreed to do this in the public eye, imagine what this nigga's doing in private. That means we might see an S-tier humiliation ritual from John Cena coming soon, Mark.
Look at these niggas in kilts and little girls' dresses. It's not even like a dress. It's like a little girl dress too. If that's what y'all want to do, if that's how y'all are, but just don't. It blows me when you a certain way and then you just put on a. I gotta take my time with this. It'd be like your favorite artist and shit too. Like, I'll tell you this. Like, bro, how many of y'all like Frank Ocean? Especially when he first came out. Frank Ocean was the GOAT. But when I was listening to his music, I listened to the lyrics. When I heard him say, "Till it turns from color to black and white," I was like, oh, shit. And he was talking about a new feel and shit. And I'm like, oh, that nigga gay. Okay, cool. We know. He's singing about it. I bet. Do your thing, my boy. But then when it's somebody that's hard and talking about, get you crump, make you want to goddamn punch through a nigga head, and then all of a sudden he come out in a dress. Yeah, get what I'm saying? It kind of just kind of fucks it up a little bit. To speak on this, you gotta. I'm trying to be tactful because I don't want to have to beat one of these niggas up in the dresser, bro. Because they see this video and they get mad. Then punch him, his nuts done fell all out the dress. Like I ain't trying to go there. I ain't trying to embarrass y'all favorite celebrities like that. I ain't know some of these people wore a dress.
I like to put food inside of me, like I am a doggy bag, and the food is dog shit, and I'm doing my one function, and that is to put poop inside of me. By the way, I love to eat shit. Dude, I love eating dog poop. It's like my favorite thing to do. It's fucking awesome.
First of all, bro, talk to me. Is you wearing the Huggies, bro?
These the lies. See, look, today I ain't got on the Huggies. I had the Huggies on the other day. Today I got on the pull-ups. I'm a big boy today. I'm a big boy today, man. I got on the pull-ups and the coordinating. I got the gray ones on because they...
I forgot, man. This nigga from my city too, man. I forgot that he was doing this. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't think this is a part of a humiliation ritual for him. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it real. I think he genuinely, I keep it a buck, yo. I ain't gonna cap how I feel. He from my city. He genuinely was doing this because he knew that it was gonna catch. It's some of those people that do that too. He knew that it was gonna get that attention because from where we from, we're not really known for rapping like that. And it's hard to get that light on you. And he has some dope music, but dope music don't always translate to, you getting views and people listening to you. So the nigga wore a diaper and he was wearing that shit. He ain't care. That's somebody that wanted to make it. This is a different case right here. I'm not trying to front for him or nothing. He did that because he knew what it was gonna do. I ain't gonna say it was smart. I wouldn't have did it, but I don't want it that bad. Like he wanted it. And he got it, bro. Like, congrats, but he wore the diaper. How many of y'all wore the diaper? For real? My boy wanted that.
They match with the J's, so that's how I'm rocking out today. You feel me? I got some extras in the car.
Imagine all y'all from the hood, bro. Everybody got gangsta and shit, selling, trapping out and shit like that, and your homeboy wearing a diaper, and you here to protect him and stuff, and he got a diaper. Are you? Like it's crazy. It's a messed up situation being. You really gotta have faith in this nigga to make it for everybody.
If I don't know if we're the same size, you feel me? But if we do, I can put you on the wave. You feel me?
Bro, is you wearing a pamper, bro?
You know I am. That's how I came in.
So when are we going to consider the possibility that Harry is just as messy and trifling as DDG?
Did you know there's an asteroid by the name of Apophis headed to Earth as we speak? And on April 13th, 2029, it will be flying so low into the Earth's atmosphere, it will be flying underneath our own satellites. And if it goes through what they refer to as the keyhole, it will make a reappearance to Earth in 2036, this time making impact on the west coast of California, digging 3 miles deep into the earth, causing California and the west coast to be put under water. What I just said was what you call useful information to society. You can look this up. I'm not playing. We're too old to be talking about DDG and Haley Bailey. One of them. Correct me, please.
Yeah, I know I had to come through. Yeah, I know I had to come through.
Stop speaking about these celebrities with such conviction.
10
They
Gifted, I
don't know
appreciate you.
And you don't know them. That's all I wanted to come on here and tell you. Anyway, take it easy.
On April 13th, in the year 2029, that's one orbit away from the 2036 date. It has a 7-year intersection orbit with Earth. On that date, April 13th, which, by the way, is a Friday. So, April 13th, 2029, this asteroid, named Apophis, named for the Egyptian god of death and darkness. Named, of course, only after we calculated its trajectory to intersect Earth. If it were not going to hit Earth, we could have named it like Bambi or Tiffany, something non-threatening, right?
I don't know. I know some dangerous ass Tiffany's.
Freddy, you know, something that it's not hurting anybody. Name that one Apophis. So we know for certain that Apophis on Friday the 13th, April 2029, it's the size of the Rose Bowl. It'll get close enough to Earth that it will dip below Earth's communication satellites. It'll be the biggest, closest thing ever to come known to come near Earth. The communication satellites are at geosynchronous orbit. It's about 23,000 miles up. This will come in at 18,000 miles. It'll be visible from Northern Europe. The Geek Set has already rented the hotel rooms there, so you're out of luck. Because they did the math and they knew when and where it was going to happen. It'll look like just a fast-moving, bright object across the night sky. Moving at about, what speed do I give it? Probably around 10 miles per second. That's hauling. That's fast. So here's the catch. Its orbit remains sufficiently uncertain. Let me back up. In the possible range of orbits it could have on that fateful day, there is an interval range where if it threads that keyhole, we call it a keyhole.
Hey, Lynch,
it's a 700 mile range. If its orbit goes through that range, Earth's gravity will be just right. Or rather, just wrong. So that it will alter its orbit so that it will hit us 7 years later. So the test is it going to go through the keyhole? The latest estimates are that the likelihood, with updated data, is that the likelihood that it'll go through the keyhole is several in a million. Much better for us than the 30% first estimate or the 1 in 42,000 estimate that had been around for a couple of years. So you say, oh, not a problem. There are people who bet on the lottery with worse odds than that, expecting that they're going to win. Would you put $10 trillion into northern Siberia?
Hey, think about it though. You see how some of y'all reactions are? It is what it is. I'm not believing. I'm a person. I take it day by day. I'm not on here being afraid. None of that. I'm not afraid of none of this shit. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, regardless about how anybody feels. That's just how I operate. I don't operate out of fear. I don't. It is what it is, nigga. Learn how to swim, or it is what it is. Like at this point, if it hits, it hits. If it don't, it don't. It's fine. But they've been talking about this for some time, and you see how I line these things up. That's how the human mind is thinking. We got all these events happening. Everybody's paying attention to all these celebrities and everything. And then, is it a distraction from the real stuff that they say can happen, like this asteroid that's coming? Y'all see how I line it up? It's crazy. But he could be lying. For sure. But it's interesting. It's something to look into. But once you look into it, you'll see the information there. But it's another thing. We've been lied to so much. Do you trust that information? I see in the chat, it's a lot of distrust. And I understand. I'm here with you. We just here to talk about this amongst each other. But it's reminding me of this again.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Spectacular first images here. These are coming to us live. This is the fragment actually entering the lower atmosphere.
6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1, and in action.
Appreciate it, Johnny.
Wait, what is the explosion? What's a chunk of rock? Rocks don't explode.
Okay, tell that to the dinosaurs.
We are still waiting for the first images of the actual splashdown that's expected in the Atlantic Ocean.
What was that?
The earlier footage showed a... It has hit the state of Florida, Central Florida, with the impact's epicenter reported just outside Tampa, stretching to Orlando. And that fragment, which scientists are estimating was the size of a football stadium, has apparently sent a shockwave felt as far as 1,500 miles. I have to warn you, there are no words for what you are about to see. These are disturbing images. They are coming to us from a local news helicopter in Tampa, as well as an overhead weather satellite.
I mean, look, it's only fear mongering if you're afraid. So let me know how many of y'all in the comments how many of y'all are afraid. How many of y'all take that as fear mongering? It can't be fear mongering no more. They hold no power over you with none of this stuff. If something is going to happen, it's going to happen whether you're afraid or not. It either is or ain't, nigga. So we got to get there to that point. That's where I'm at. Like, come on. That's what they're speaking about. Why shouldn't you talk about it? Because you're afraid of it? Some people are so afraid, bro. That's the type of people that we don't need on this channel. If you're afraid, get the hell away from us. We have an amazing time. If the world was going to end tomorrow, guess what? We're going to throw a party. I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and have a sad time with y'all and be crying and shit. No, we're going to turn up. Might as well. Might as well. But if you think about the asteroid, though, if it's coming through, because I think it's a firmament. I think it's a firmament. So is that what's going to crack the firmament? I don't know, but we'll see in 2029. Just like the world was supposed to end in year 2000. Y'all remember that? the year 2000, the lights was gonna go out, was gonna be over for us. We were supposed to be dead so many times, man. So I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna fuck around and find out. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. But I'm pretty sure we gonna be here. And if not, ain't nothing we can do about it. Like, what's one of you niggas gonna be strong enough to have your superpowers yet and go catch the damn asteroid and deflect it away from the Earth? Just let me know. There's nothing to be afraid of. Bruh, this is one of our many bodies, man. We are not this body. We are the light being that's having an experience in this body. We can move on to different bodies. Never be afraid, man. Never be afraid to even live your life. Fear is so low vibrational, man. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Go out there sitting in the grass. Go out there and enjoy your family. You know, do something that you really love to do, not what somebody told you to do. Real talk. Real talk, man. It's like, we better than that on this channel, though, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, man. This was another one of those ones, man. Make sure y'all share this video with your friends and your family. Smash that like button. Well, we got 9,300 people on here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and supporting your boy like always, man. Make sure y'all got y'all notifications on so y'all can get these videos as soon as they drop. You know, my notifications haven't been working. Just make sure y'all click off on the notification and put it on always or on all or some shit like that, and you'll get the notifications. If not, just check on the daily, and y'all know I'll be dropping these videos. So I'm working on another video as we speak. you know. But yeah, we can't operate out of fear. That's my message on this. No matter what we review, don't operate out of fear. This ain't fear mongering. This is just having a pleasant conversation with like-minded individuals, and we're gonna keep building. You know, we're gonna keep having these conversations and bits and pieces all together. We all got pieces of the puzzle to bring together, and y'all got a lot to bring. And I read y'all comments. You know, that's how I keep building these videos based on what the community is talking about. But yeah, y'all keep commenting, y'all keep sharing, man, and I'm gonna keep bringing out these bangers, man. And next month we're gonna have the drawing for you know the members and stuff. Don't worry if you can't get a membership this month. Don't worry about it. Don't be worried about that. You'll eventually get there whenever you get there. But we'll be doing the giveaways, you know, $1,000. And like I said, for each tier, it's gonna be a different amount of money. But as the channel progresses, I'll give away more. That's my contribution to this channel. You know, we always speak about balance and being together and operating as a unit. So that's what we're going to do here. That's what I implore. And hopefully it's a little bit something I can do back to give to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I can give somebody something. But I appreciate y'all, man. Smash that like button. Keep supporting me. And I'm going to keep supporting y'all. And like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out, though. Wow. King Solomon, I appreciate you. Just anyone. Yes. So,